know everything about Alasdair Gray. Go, ask me anything at all.
What do you think about Alasdair's symbiotic relationship with the city that loves him?
No, that, ask me something else. It's Glasgow's 850th birthday, and what better way to celebrate that birthday than celebrate the man who captured Glasgow in paint and words and photographs, Alasdair Gray. He was a hunk in this picture. Do you know what, he was a hunk all the time, but specifically in this picture. All right. I think Alasdair might be the official portrait painter of Glasgow. He always got her for the best angle. Look! Shagging skeletons. I bet you that sounds like a xylophone. I travelled to the West End of Glasgow, which is hoaching with art and rich people. And champagne socialists give me wind. Pardon me. We're here at the Western Baths. This is where I saw my first non-familial penis. It was a boy called here at the Western Baths on a Sunday. They used to have naked swimming. I don't know if that's a thing that they still do anymore. My friend, her mum didn't tell my mum that it was naked swimming when she brought me here. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have been allowed. But was on a trapeze and he was ginger, and it was the first time I saw ginger pubes. Anyhow, let's go and see Alasdair's work. Wow! This is Alasdair Gray's octagonal mosaic. Lots of activities here representing what's available. You've got trapeze, you've got lion down, you've got this guy who's just having a bad day and wants to curl up in a ball, and haven't we all felt like that? Not a verruca sock in sight. Do you know why? They've got a verruca pool here. Facts. Alasdair Gray was in residence at the Western Baths from 2011 until 2013. I don't know if that means he lived here or if he was just hanging about for 2 years. You don't get an artist in residence at other swimming pools. You don't get an artist in residence at the Playdrome. The mosaic reflects the things available at the Western Baths, like rings and trapezes, and the Western Baths is one of only 3 swimming pools in Scotland where you can do trapezing. I'm sure that was the big sell for Alasdair because he was known to enjoy circus skills. These guys, I like to imagine their brothers high-fiving each other because they've just won a swimming race, and that woman's got wind. It's a great position to get it out. I don't know what the system of payment was here. Alasdair was into the barter system, so I don't know if he did 1 tile per week of membership at the Western Baths because it's pricey, so he might have done. I do hope they didn't make him pay membership after he'd done that. That'd be cheeky. My favourite memory of Ashton Lane is walking down and seeing Alasdair Gray sitting outside his favourite drinking hole, the ubiquitous Chip. You know, I've been fingered in nearly every bar in this lane. Facts. Well, that's one of my favourite memories. I very distinctly remember him and a bunch of old guys would all sit outside and try to sign into each other's Sky things so that they could watch the football. And my mum knew them, and she'd be like, Ashley, Moran helped them sign in to steal football. The one sad thing is Alasdair Gray didn't live to see the dodgy fire stick. He'd have loved that. Oh! Here we have some of Alasdair's murals in front of a small pond in a restaurant, but you're not allowed to throw money in it. I won't do it again. They don't like it when you do that. There's fish. Look at the size of that monkey's feet. It's giving the baby into trouble for touching the plugs. Try to feed the fish. Here we are in the staircase that features Alasdair's mural and paintings and portraits. These were painted from 1979 to 1982. Alasdair was struggling for money, and in return for meals, he'd paint these pictures of the patrons and the staff and the people who frequented this fancy pub down in Ashton Lane. Oh, that's Michael Caine. Not a lot of people know that. If Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen did this in changing rooms, it's fine in a pub, but if you came back to your house and it was covered in birds and pictures of all guys who used to drink in a pub, you'd be raging.
My next stop was Oran Mor, where Alasdair Gray painted the ceiling, and he didn't even get into trouble.
There are representations of the Zodiac up on the roof. He painted it himself. It's like the Sistine Chapel of Glasgow. It's colourful, it's noisy. It's not exactly what he started out intending to paint. In 2004, he just wanted to paint some stars on the ceiling, but then, much like Alasdair is wont to do, he got carried away. Unfortunately, he never got to finish this ceiling. There's some cherubs over there without faces, but huge knockers. Then you've got like the family tree, where you've got the lady in the middle, who could be a granny, but she could be a nanny. The difference is in your yearly income. Animals who want more than we need. We're a wasteful bunch. Tell you what Alasdair Gray didn't waste. Any blue paint. Clearly bought a lot of it and wanted to use it all, and I'm glad he did. We're in Alasdair Gray Archive, and it's like he's been trapped in amber. It's who he is, his very essence. Everything he loved or touched is in this space. You've got big paintings and drawings and letters he wrote and scripts, all the way down to like a bottle of Pepsi once touched. That's what's here, everything. These are all books that came from Alasdair Gray's home. This isn't all of them. There's more in the next room. He had hundreds of books. Did he read them all? I don't know. I love buying a book and then not reading it. It just sits on the shelf. I know there's a word for that, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, there's The Hobbit. I don't know why they filmed The Hobbit in New Zealand. They could have just come to Glasgow and saved a lot of money on hairy feet. I'm just saying now that when I pass away, I do not want folk looking at my books or my diaries. I don't want that. Would just be loads of Harry Potter fan fiction and all the books I've bought about women having affairs with ice hockey players. Back of the net, in the net, on thin ice, puck crazy, she pucked me. Puck me but don't tell anybody. Secret puck. Oh, this is Alasdair's very own adaptation of Poor Things. I think all of this one was actually set in Glasgow. Start a bit. Welcome to See Baby's Bedtime Stories. I'm reading Poor Things, adapted by Alasdair Gray. Bella, when I ravished you from your home in Glasgow, I thought myself a fiend in human form. Naughty boy. No. Here's the true treasure trove. It paints, you've got inks and I don't know what these are. It's just wee signs. Scots States. Future work, question mark. I think this was his rap name generator. I think he just fiddled in and went, I'm MC Filippo Lippi treatment. Brap. Look at Ross Roy. He looks like an X-Man. This is a print of one of Alasdair's most famous works, Cowcaddens. The original is in Kelvin Grove. They don't let me in there. I like to imagine that these people have had an argument about her new haircut and she's raging because he said, I like it, you look a bit like David Bowie. And she's like, that's not the compliment you think it is. Then you've got like a wee sinister pumpkin head man watching everything out from his top window. And he's like, oh my God, is that David Bowie? This is the Mona Lisa of Glasgow. It captures exactly who she is. Full of nonsense and people going about their business in nosy Noras. and beautiful buildings. And it's good that somebody painted these buildings before they got burnt down to make way for student flats. Look, this is just my take on Alasdair Gray. It's short and it's stupid because I'm an idiot. But if you'd like to know more, you can come to the Alasdair Gray Archives here at the Whisky Bond, or you can wander about Glasgow yourself and see the mark he's left on the city while capturing the city, from the mosaics to the paintings to the murals, all sorts. And everybody was really friendly, and nobody had an issue with us coming and looking in, though the Western Baths, you need a membership.